Everybody, it feels like forever since I last saw you. I'm really sorry about that. I had a video planned. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to post it because of some audio quality issues, but we are back in action. I just got back from Coachella and it was incredible. My only regret really was not bringing my camera. I wanted to spend time with my friends and not focus on vlogging, but I think it would have been a really cool experience to share. For those of you unfamiliar with what Coachella is, it's an insane music festival with all of your favorite electronic, popular, hip-hop music all in one area. It was my first year going. I had an absolute blast. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big Ariana Grande fan. I know that sounds super lame, but she's incredibly talented, really good looking, and hopefully someday she marries me. It's probably not gonna happen, but a guy can dream, right? It's been raining a lot recently in Southern California, meaning the hillsides are greener than ever. I'm loving the yellow, I think they're mustard flowers up in the hillside. One of these days, I'm going to need to take you guys up to the top of the mountain. My property actually goes over that hill. Such a beautiful view. It's such a juxtaposition being back home in this like incredibly quiet nature sanctuary compared to blasting music for 4 days straight. It's a nice little change of pace. Check out how high the grass has grown in the llama field. This is absolutely ridiculous. Probably need to take care of that soon. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Parker Nierenstein. This is Vehicle Virgins. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Seriously, did you smash it yet? Smash that subscribe button because we've got some awesome content coming your way. Did it? Thank you very much. Welcome to the family. I want to take you guys on a little house tour because I got a ton of new furniture and I really think it is starting to come along nicely. Little entryway here. We got some new artwork on the wall as well as this fancy thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I got a lot of help with decorations from my mom and a designer. I couldn't have done any of this myself. Go into one of the living rooms here. Look how freaking spectacular this looks. Love the carpet, love all the pillow accents. Just feels so fancy. What wall is complete without a bunch of random metal shapes that could probably cut you? Apparently, no wall. Office still looks predominantly the same. I love this desk setup. I love the red chairs. You guys have seen this already. Coming into the dining room, check that out. Looks like it's straight out of a magazine. Some more random wall art that I don't know what it is. I had to like take a picture of what this looks like so every time I eat, I can replace it this way so it looks as cool. Cause yeah, I can't do that. Ooh, mirror. Kitchen area, still looking pretty much the same. Head on into the living room. This is the space I use more than anything other than my office. I love this couch. It is so freaking comfortable. Got some extra pillows, got some random little accents over there and this twirly thing for no reason. Then let's go ahead and head up here. This was originally the game room. The problem is, it's like a 6,200 square foot house for one person, so a lot of the rooms don't get used very often. But regardless, we got a pretty dope setup in here. Love the couch. That was actually downstairs before. Got a TV there, got a setup over there. Another setup, and of course, my guitar. Now, I need to play guitar a heck of a lot more. I keep saying this and I keep letting it slip. It's unbelievable how strong habits form. I used to play guitar, seriously guys, like 8 hours a day, every day from 3rd to 5th grade. I was actually homeschooled at the time by my mom, so I got all the classwork done really fast, and then I spent the rest of it playing guitar. And now, I hardly touch the instrument, which is a total bummer. I need to get back into it. Sweet little view of the hillside here. And then we got one of the bathrooms. and the bedroom that you've already seen. And I got this dope new outdoor seating area. It is so nice to spend time out in nature. I've been doing that a lot more often, going on more hikes with friends. I went on a crazy hike the other day with my boys, Malcolm, James, Joe, Alex. It was an absolute riot. We ended up getting into an area that was really dangerous and had a lot of poison oak, but we still had an absolute blast. Made it to the end. We got lost, but it was fun hanging out in nature with friends. We've even done a bunch of hikes up in my backyard, which is pretty fun actually. All right, enough about the house. Just wanted to give you a little update, keep you guys up to date on the progress of the house. But now it's time to drive the McLaren. So let's roll in the garage. Good morning to my two children. Haven't driven you in a minute. I'm sorry, I'm back for you. One thing is absolutely for certain, and that is that we need a heck of a lot more 600 LT content on the channel. Trust me guys, it is coming. I just wanted to get a really good feel for the car so I can talk as intelligently as possible about my experience of it when I do the review, the 5 things I love about and 5 things I hate about videos, but they are coming up very, very soon. Another thing I really want to do, it actually involves both of my cars, is take them to the drag strip. I want to run this in the quarter mile as well as the E63, especially because the E63 is tuned. It'd be awesome to see what kind of times it puts down at the strip, especially with these Trofeo R tires. It should grip up pretty damn well. I mean, the launch control works amazing. Still absolutely in love with the 600 LT. It is so much fun to drive. I think it's a perfect day to take her out in the canyons and rip around. One thing I really do gotta figure out though is my garage is letting so much dust all over the car. So I gotta figure out something with the roof of the garage because it just makes my cars dirty instantly even after they are washed. I mean, obviously it's not the cleanest up here, but dust and bugs and dirt just keep dropping on my cars. I'm really frustrated about that. Alright, it is time to drive the 600 LT in the canyons. We are actually meeting up with a longtime subscriber of mine who actually bought her 996 Turbo because of my review 4 years ago. I love hearing stories like that. That is the point of my reviews, to provide unbiased information, the pros and cons of the car, for people to actually make a legitimate decision whether that specific vehicle is the right one for them. So I can't wait to hear her story, how she's liking the car. I believe she's put a ridiculous amount of miles on it since she's bought it. Let's meet her at the top of the canyons. I absolutely cannot wait to take this car on the track. I'm just waiting for a couple more miles on it, and then also I'm working with a paint protection company to get this thing fully clear brought. So I want to have that before I actually take it on the track for some really high speed runs. But I've been having so much fun in the canyons with this thing. It is literally like driving a damn go-kart. It has so much grip. It is ridiculous. And it's honestly the most fun car I've ever driven up in these canyons. It truly is. McLaren nailed it. There she is, pulling up. Hey, how are you? Good. So here it is, the legendary 996 Turbo.
Yep.
All right, walk me around it. What do we got?
All right, so aside from it being completely stock, we have BBS wheels right here that I put on. They're aftermarket.
Nice.
I just stay with BBS because that's the official manufacturer for Porsche wheels.
Nice.
As far as I'm aware. And then I also have an aftermarket exhaust in a straight pipe with resignators on it. So.
Wait, did you watch my straight piping video? Is that why you did that? Maybe. Well, it looks awesome. I love the freaking quad tailpipes.
Yeah.
Can I drive it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for a rip. I've been excited to do this video for a while because you legitimately bought this car because of my review. Yeah. That's like the coolest thing of all time. Another thing that we just pulled up, and there's a subscriber over there, super nice guy, but he drives a Prius, and I don't know how to feel about that. It's like, I love the fact that you're a subscriber. You're driving a Prius. Oh, it hurts me, it hurts me. All right, let me adjust this because you sit very close. Although that's a good thing. Most people sit way too far. All right. 0 miles to empty. Good, good. That's exactly what we need in the middle of the canyons.
Prepared.
Cool. All right. So it's a 2003 996 turbo, right?
Yeah.
Which in general has 415 horsepower, 415 pound-feet of torque, 3.6 liter flat six. You have what, the X50 package?
Yeah.
Which boosts power to 445 horsepower. It only weighs 3,400 pounds, so this thing is actually really, really fast.
It's the year before they came out with the S.
Gotcha,
So you could say it's technically a Turbo S, but it's before the Turbo S is a thing.
So my car is technically a P1, so. Okay, so why did you buy this car? Have you wanted one for a really long time, or what's the deal?
So I was 10 years old and I went for a test drive in one. It was a black on black X50.
Nice.
I believe it was the same year. And I was in the back seat. And when my dad took off in this thing, I was like, oh my God! It was insane. And ever since that moment, I've always wanted one.
I think it's really cool about her story and my story is, so that was when you were 10.
Yeah.
When I was 10, that was the first time I saw the 2004 Lamborghini Gallardo. Fell in love with the car. Coincidentally enough, it was yellow. This car is yellow as well. And from that moment, I was like, I need to do whatever I can to be able to buy one of those someday. And you bought this car yourself, right? You're a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Blondie Wandy on Twitch. So that's freaking badass. And I think one of the things I love so much about this car is I looked back at my reviews so long ago. I drove a 996 turbo cab, manual as well. Definitely get a manual if you're going to get a 996 generation car. It didn't have the PDK yet, so the normal semi-automatic gearbox is not the best. Is the quality and the performance of the car that you're getting for the money. These things you can find not necessarily in this color because it's super rare, but with decent miles on it for literally $35,000 to $40,000. You're getting a Porsche 911 that does 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, comes with a manual, and to the average person, literally looks the same as any 911 of all time. Now to the Porsche enthusiast, which you're a Porsche enthusiast, a lot of people think that the 996 generation is like the worst generation of Porsches because the generation before that was the last air-cooled. So the 993 Porsche, the turbos are known as absolute legends. The last year of the 993 turbo was 1997, and because of that, because they switched to water-cooled engine, the prices skyrocketed on 993 turbos. So it's definitely, in my opinion, a much more beautiful car. I love the way it drives. It has a special place in my heart, but they're $130,000 to $200,000+, whereas this is, you know, $30,000 to $60,000, and you are getting a quicker car. So the value that you're getting out of this is amazing. What are some of the things you love about it?
I love that it puts out supercar performance, I guess, from its generation, obviously, because it's a 16-year-old car, but you're still getting that handling. You can still modify it further if you wanted to, because I feel like Porsche's done really well with that. They always underestimate their numbers or whatever. So you can take the stock components of this car and go upwards of like 700 horsepower, I believe, without having to upgrade anything else in it, which I think is super cool. Because I was looking at like the Mitsubishi Evo, for example, and I was looking at this. If I would have gone with that and I wanted to further modify it, obviously you're going to have to upgrade every component in it to do 700 horsepower.
Yeah, why doesn't this have 700 horsepower?
Because I daily drive it.
So you daily drive this?
Yeah.
How many miles have you, how many years have you owned it and how many miles have you put on it?
I've owned it for 2.5 years. I bought it with 50,000 miles, and it's at almost 118,000 miles from this California trip, so 68,000.
Oh my God. In 2 years?
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. Okay, what about reliability in the last 2 years? How's it been maintenance-wise?
This car has been super reliable. I've never had any issues with it. The only issue that I ever had with this car where it just completely let me down was when my coolant pipes went out.
Gotcha.
And that was on my way back from a gaming convention in California to Utah. They went out, and that was the only time that I've ever been stranded in this car.
What about normal maintenance costs?
Normal maintenance costs, I mean, obviously I daily drive it, so I go through a lot of tires. I go through mandatory things like brakes, clutch. So, I mean, the clutch for this car, depending if you need a flywheel or not, is around $2,000. With the flywheel, it's going to be around $3,000. I've replaced the clutch 2 times in this car so far. I've gone through probably like 4 full sets of brakes. wise, I haven't had any major issues come up besides just mandatory maintenance, which is really awesome.
Cool. Yeah, knock on leather.
Yeah.
All right, so since this is a vehicle versions video and you got the car because of a vehicle versions video, we got to do a 5 things I hate about it. I'll start off. For me, I'm not a huge fan of its looks compared to the 993 and the 997 before and after it, especially the headlights and taillights. Other than that, there's not a ton to hate about this car. You've owned it for a lot longer, so what would you say? That's number one. You might disagree with me.
Well, the biggest thing is people thinking my parents bought me this car, probably.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm trying to think.
I feel like that comes from the fact that this car looks a lot more expensive than it is.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the reason I started vehicle virgins in the first place, was the fact that you can get a really damn cool car for a lot less money because of depreciation. Obviously, when I started, it was about buying your first car in high school and college, so most people's budgets are nowhere near the price of this, so congratulations, you freaking killed it on that. But a lot of cars have depreciated heavily, especially some older BMWs and older Porsches, like a Porsche Boxster. Don't you have a Boxster?
Yes, I have a 2002 986 Boxster.
Yeah, so you can get those cars for sub $10,000 or at least sub $15,000, and you're still driving a Porsche. And I'm sure people think a similar thing, that they're a lot more expensive than they are.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this is fast. Sounds freaking good too. All right, what else do you hate about it?
I hate that I have to re-dye my seatbelts.
Yeah, what's the deal? Why are they black?
They are, I don't know, it's just, I guess it might be an aging thing or something, but I mean, I've steam cleaned them. I've done a lot of stuff with them, just cleaning wise, and I've never been able to get this embedded dirt out of them, so kind of sucks.
And they're probably like $3 trillion from Porsche to replace.
Yeah, I think they're $800 each.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, what about in the last 77,000 miles, how much have you spent in maintenance?
Oh my gosh.
All right, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot.
All right, so just last year alone, I did the clutch, I did the flywheel, that was around $3 grand. I did the brakes, that was around $2,200. I've done oil changes, which range anywhere from $200 to $400. I do them generally once a month. Tires, I used to get knockoff tires off of the Michelin Pilot Sport instead of the stock tires on this car, but they stopped
What's a
selling
knockoff
them.
tire?
Like, just it's the same tire.
Like Ling Longs?
Yeah. Because I went through them so fast, $600 a set. That was great.
Replica Michelins?
Yeah.
Michelins?
There's Michelins on it right now, but yeah, these tires for the full set are about $1,600.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Not including installation, so I go through those. What else has it been? Oh, spark plugs, ignition coils. I did that last year as well. That was around $1,300, I believe.
So that is the one thing, like, on specific cars, the 996 Turbo is, in general, a very reliable car. It actually doesn't have some of the common issues that the non-turbo variant of the 996 has, which is pretty interesting. But you have to remember that the car at one point was, what, over $100,000?
Yeah.
So when you're buying parts for it, it is going to be more. But at the same time, the entry level, the barrier to entry is so low for such an incredible car. So it really does outweigh the cons. It reminds me of my M5 in a lot of ways. Cheap to buy, not so cheap to maintain, still worth it. And this is a lot faster than my M5. That's actually really impressive. All right, so do you have what's your goal replacement car for this? Are you keeping it forever, or what's next on the agenda?
I do want to keep this car forever. I have my Boxster still. I'd like to get a GT3.
Nice.
In the same color.
That would be
yellow.
sick. This is sick. This is sick. Just try to carry enough momentum so we can get up the hill and
for a 16-year-old car, I'm having a freaking riot.
Well, thanks again, Sydney, for letting me drive your car. That was a bunch of fun. I think if you guys enjoy it, I want to do more videos with subscribers' cars, learning about their stories. Not all of them are going to be as awesome as yours, but I think it'd be fun to bring you guys out on the channel. Your car is freaking beautiful, and you put a ton of miles on it. It's not a garage queen, and I think that's badass. Also, the yellow and the purple look really cool next to each other. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, and as always, I look forward to seeing you next video.